Here I am. Uh, I'm Philip, and we had already seen each other, and I'm glad to have you back here. So we had the first Italian TNT today. It was outstanding. Mamma mia, per favore, ciao, grazie. I don't know how to speak Italian, but I was there.
Mm.
So I think now I realize how is it to be here without knowing how to speak. So yeah, it's really hard, but it's the first step. And we're gonna talk about this, doing the right thing. What is the right thing? Okay. So I'm Philip. TNT is a place for everybody to speak, to get together. We are not here to judge. It's not a class. It's not an English class. If you want to learn some English, please come on Tuesday morning. Tuesday at 10 a.m. we speak Portuguese to share some English, how to learn, how to study. So, and it's all for free, okay? You don't need to pay anything for the meetings. And we are here to have fun, to know each other, and to have a good time. So TNT, it's happening every day now. We have English, we have Spanish, we have Italian. We're gonna have French tomorrow. We have yoga, we have meditation, we have self knowledge. I think that's the way to say that. It's kind of
Yeah.
a conversation about self knowledge. So all for free. And it happens because you all are here and you are helping this place to grow. And yeah, we have reached 50 people in the room. So we're gonna have a good chat tonight. Okay. So Tuesday night, it's a very special day for me because that's where TNT started. We started on Tuesday at 8 p.m. So this is the official time. We used to call TNT Tuesday Night Talks. Nowadays, because it's every day, it's called Talk and Talk. Okay, but it's TNT is short for both. Okay, so it works fine for both names. We're going to talk about doing the real thing, and there's an article I got from Twitter, I think, or I don't know where I, I got it, but there is something really important here. We need to do the right thing. So, do the real thing is a text where you can listen uh, what the guy is talking about. So, I'm going to do it differently tonight. I'm going to share, we're going to have a listening exercise. Okay. So I'm going to help you to learn how to learn. Okay. Oh, people, don't stop coming. Please stop coming. Stop arriving. Too many people. So let me do this. Do the real thing. Very good. So we're going to listen and let's do this. This guy, I don't know the name. Yeah, Scott. It's kind of, oh, sorry. It's a kind of podcast. Okay, so you're going to listen and let's do it.
Do the Real Thing, written by Scott Young, May 2020. Success largely boils down to a simple distinction. It's glaringly obvious once you see it, but it's also easy to find ingenious ways of ignoring it. Do the real thing and stop doing fake alternatives. Consider one person who wrote to me saying she turned down a job working in French. She didn't feel her French was good enough yet, so instead, She planned to listen to podcasts at home every day until she was ready. You know what would have helped her get good at French? Working at the job in French. Working at a job in the language she wanted to speak was the real thing for her. Listening to podcasts at home to prepare was the fake alternative she chose instead. Or consider another person I spoke to who wanted to get better at writing music. He had come up with a complex analysis project. He was going to do a deep dive into past hits, figuring out what made them great. In all this complexity, he ignored the obvious, real thing he should be doing, writing more songs. When I asked how many he had written so far, he said it was just 3. Business owners who spend more time printing business cards than finding clients. Students who create elaborate, multicolored folders for their classes instead of sitting down and studying. People trying to get in shape who buy fancy workout gear instead of exercising. Pretend activity instead of the real thing. Look, I'm not immune to this tendency. If anything, I succumb to it more often than most. I've spent months dreaming up elaborate projects that precisely avoid doing the real work. Creativity and intelligence can be an enemy here as they allow ever more elaborate rationalizations into doing fake work. Why the real thing matters. The fact that a direct strike on a problem often works better than an oblique attack isn't surprising. But the problem is even more acute than most people would expect. There's an enormous literature about the narrowness of acquired skills. Learn to do X and then switch to doing Y, and you often take huge performance hits, even if X and Y are superficially similar. This applies most obviously to formal education. In countless studies, students are found to not be able to perform on tasks that their classes should have prepared them for. Studying economics and then not being able to do better on questions of economic reasoning. Taking one psychology class and not having it help when taking a later one. Physics students failing to solve problems that differ slightly from those taught in class. But the truth is probably deeper than just a failure of our education system. One researcher I spoke with mentioned how this applies to even very basic skills. With practice, for instance, you can get better at discriminating vertical lines from each other. But switch the test to horizontal lines and the benefit of training goes away. This specificity of training means fake alternatives often accomplish a lot less than you naively expect. The strategy for success looks obvious. When you examine case studies of people who have had major accomplishments, you expect there to be some trick or shortcut, some amazing technique they used that others weren't clever enough to recognize. More often, however, their strategy is dead simple, doing the real thing. Tristan de Montebello went from near zero experience speaking to a finalist for the World Championship of Public Speaking in 7 months. How? By getting on stage and speaking constantly, sometimes as often as twice in a day. I found many other examples when researching my book. Eric Barone, who went on to sell millions of copies of his game, overcame his struggles at creating art by making and remaking the assets of art for his game dozens of times. That Jaswal was struggling to land work as a new architect until he committed himself to mastering the software and style practiced at actual firms. Countless polyglots show that being able to speak a language depends critically on spending a lot of time speaking it. Playing with apps alone doesn't count. Why then? The way forward is so straight. Do we insist on taking detours? The real thing is hard. Real things require real difficulty. Fake stuff never does. This doesn't mean fake work is effortless. Instead, pretend activity always has just enough difficulty to allow you to trick yourself into thinking you're doing something that matters. But conveniently, it avoids any of the truly difficult things the real situation would create. Consider the examples above. My friend's music analysis project is definitely a lot of work. However, it conveniently misses the real frustration and challenge of struggling to write your own songs. It requires effort, but always in a way that feels doable and safe. Listening to a language learning podcast for hours is mildly strenuous. My friend, she can feel like she's doing something, even though it probably won't prepare her for working in French. Real things have risk. They have the possibility of failure. They have frustration. They force you to confront the possibility that maybe you just aren't good enough. Fake activity is great for making yourself feel better, but lousy for actual results. Rules for doing the real thing. I can think of a few guidelines to try to crystallize the attitude I want to encourage you. First, nothing is often better than something. We're trained to think that something is better than nothing. And this is true, but only if it's a real something. Fake somethings not only fail to create progress, they numb you to the possibility of real striving. Fill your days with enough fake activity and you get into situations where you fail to make meaningful progress on any of your goals and still feel exhausted at the end of the day. Doing nothing, in contrast, is restorative. It fosters the urge to do something rather than draining it away. 2, the hard way is the easy way. The starting point for any new effort should be to ask yourself, how would I do this if doing it well were all that mattered? Difficulty is paradoxical. The hardest things often become the easiest once we're fully committed to them. What's difficult is the commitment, not the action, the word, not the deed. Taking the real thing as your starting point, the deviations you must make to overcome obstacles tend to be minor. Take a fake and convenient substitute as the starting point. You can often never work back to the original thing that mattered. Third, if you're not sure what the real thing is, just ask. Those who have been there before know what the real path is. If you ask them, they can instantly spot the difference between strategies that attack the heart of the problem and fanciful projects that lead nowhere. In case it's unclear what you should be working on, the solution is simple. Ask. Find someone who's been there before. Tell them your plan and ask them if they think it's direct enough. Forums, Quora, LinkedIn, and many other places exist where you can ask the question, so saying you don't know anyone who's done it before is no longer an excuse. A meaningful life depends on doing real things. There's a feeling that goes along with real work. It's not always positive. It can often have frustration, fear, or the sense that maybe you bit off a little bit more than you can chew. But doing the real thing matters. Days wasted on fake activity make you busy, but they never seem to go anywhere. A life spent on real work may not always end up being the easiest or most entertaining, but it's the one that adds up in the end. Thanks for listening to this episode. More episodes like this can be found by searching for Scott H.
Very good. Very good. So, wow, very good text. So you can practice your listening. This is the way to improve some of your listening skills, reading skills, vocabulary, pronunciation, and lots more. So we're gonna do the following. Uh, I have posted on eAprendi Instagram a picture about this episode, and you're going to talk about this. You're going to talk about the text you have just listened, okay? And by the end, when we have 5 minutes to finish, I'm going to, or 10 minutes before before 9, I'm going to ask you to come back. So what I need you is, you're going to discuss and you're going to post in the comments of this Instagram post your thoughts on the real things you are doing and the fake things or the alternatives you are doing to fake yourself. Okay? So I'm going to split you in rooms so you can have a better conversation. All right? And
Philip,
yeah,
could you share this text link with us later?
yeah, it's already here. I'm going to post it back again.
Okay.
It's here.
Thank
You
you.
can check. So you are going to discuss. I'm not going to ask you anything tonight. Nothing. You are going to get this text, what you have just listened, and you're going to discuss the points that you had from this text. You don't need to listen back again, but you need to talk to each other. What do you think? What's the real thing that you are not doing to learn English, to apply for a job, to, I don't know, to get a better health, to exercise yourself, to get better relationships with your family, with your loved ones? I don't know. You're gonna choose. You're gonna pick up one, and then you have lots of things to learn from here. So you have the rules. What do you think about the rules? Nothing is often better than something. The harder way is the easy way. Well, you're gonna look into this, and you're going to discuss with each other. So you're gonna have a group of average 5 people, and then you're going to post in the comments of the Instagram account, of the Instagram post that I have just posted here. Oh, it's not going to you, I think. Just so you have the Instagram post, and then you have the article. If you don't have Instagram, no problem. Just discuss, and you don't need to post. Okay. But I will love to hear or to read the comments in there. Okay. So let's make this happen. Okay. I'm not going to ask you anything tonight. So if you need any help, there is a help button that you can just click, and I'll be right there like magic. Okay. So accept the invitation, and you are ready to go. Let's rock. Let's learn. Thank you so much. Hey, Jacqueline.
Hey, Phil, how's it going?
Doing good. And you?
I'm fine.
Very good. And you, Thiago, how are you? Yeah, Thiago is off. So,
Sorry, because I'm late tonight.
no problem. We have a different thing tonight to do. Uh, I have posted a link in the comments. I don't know if you can check that. It's about doing the right thing. And then you
Mm-hmm.
have an Instagram post that I have
Okay.
posted on eAprendi. And
Okay.
I want you to discuss with your group. So people are there already discussing the
Mm-hmm.
text. So please try to understand what they are talking about. Try to discuss and post your thoughts. Write your thoughts in the comments of the
Okay.
Instagram post. Okay. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to
Okay.
assign you to row
Got it.
number 3, and Thiago is going to row number 5.
Okay.
Okay. See you in a bit. Hey, Andrew.
Hey, man.
Which room were you?
2.
Number 2, so let's do it. Hey, Adriana.
Oi, desculpa, nós estava numa consulta agora. Aí
No
eu falei assim,
problem.
eu vou lá.
Very good. So we are having a conversation about a text,
Okay.
and I'm going to post it here for you. Uh, it's a short one, but people are discussing this text, and I asked them to post their thoughts on Instagram. So there is a post on eAprendi Instagram account, and I asked them to discuss with them about the text and then to post their comments in this post. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to assign you to a room.
The chat?
Sorry.
Is this two address in the chat? In the chat?
Yeah. There is the links are in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to assign you to a room.
Okay, thank you.
See you in a
I
minute.
almost forgot it's in English because
Yeah. Yeah, Italian, English, Spanish, French. Yeah, lots of language. I know.
Hello, I'm late.
I know. So you're going to room number 7.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Loida, how are you?
How are you? A little bit late.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. Just to let you know, it's a little different tonight. Okay. There is a text about doing the real thing. I have just posted here in the chat, so you can take a look. But people are discussing. Sorry, they are talking about this text. Okay, and I want you to take a look on the text and try to talk to them what you understand, what you did not, what do you see in your life about this. And after, I want you to comment in a post on eAprendi Instagram your thoughts, your opinion. Okay, I don't know if you have Instagram or not. If you don't, no problem, but if you do, just
If I don't have Instagram, where do I have to post?
you don't need to post anything, just share with them like in your speaking. Okay,
Okay.
just try to read very quick and try to get into the discussion, try to get into the talk with them, and talk to you in a little bit.
Okay. Which group?
Number 7. Hey, what's happening, Becca?
Hi.
Hi. So everybody coming back. Let's just wait. That was quick. Hey, Francisco, long time no see, man. How are you? It's been a while.
Hey, how you doing, man? All good? Yeah, long time.
Yeah,
How have you been?
yeah, long time that you don't show up in here. How is? Are you?
Yes, I have been busy. I have been teaching at night, so that's why I could not show up.
Very good, very good. So good to have you back. Let's
So,
let's have a conversation here.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Gabi, how
Come
are you?
back.
So just waiting everybody to come back. Uh, well, I just want to know. I tried to make it different tonight. I don't know if it worked fine or not. I just want to hear your thoughts. How was it? The text and the topic. Was it difficult to work on? Did you follow the text to talk, or you started talking about something else? Anybody here want to share?
Well, for me, it was interesting, but I'm late, as you know. I
Yeah.
tried to read all the text and spend 1 minute or two trying to say something that applied to me. But need to read the text again because I I jumped something.
Yeah.
But I
no
tried
problem.
to read. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting because you can you I don't know the word. You need to try to understand everything.
Yeah, exactly. So anyone else want to share? Was it okay to understand the text, to discuss?
Phil, in my opinion, the text was used to bring a topic for us, but we didn't use all the subtopics, to discussing, because it was a long test. But we discussed it based on the text.
Perfect. Perfect.
You
And we
talk
had
about
Yes.
a
fake
deep
lives.
conversation.
Yeah, we talk about things that you should do just to be accepted by the society, and fake lives because you do what think people want that you do. Things like that based on the text.
Very good. And Thiago, how was it for you? Could you express your opinion? Was it okay?
Yeah, that's very good, Philip. As I was talking with the people in the room, it was my first time here in TNT, and a really good experience to can speak English really with the other people, because for learn to hear, we can hear in any movies or any series. To read a text, we can read in any link on the internet, but to speak English is very difficult to find some people who can speak it every day. And the
Very good.
text, that's a really very good text. The information inside there is very important, to be put in our head. uh, in my opinion, there is no easy way or hard way. There are just, how can I say, way or wrong way. Because if you learn, or if you want to do something, there is two or more ways, but only one is the right way to do, or to learning, or to make something. But uh, so
Very,
it's very
very good.
good to think about that.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good. Thanks for sharing. I want to hear from Larissa. How about you, Larissa? Could you express, talk to people? Could you share your thoughts, your opinion?
My first time here too, and I am so happy and grateful because, like I was sharing with the other girls, uh, before I feel so ashamed to
To talk, to
to
speak.
talk, to speak, and in the place of like that, and this is amazing. I am come back again.
Very good, very good. So people, they nice to you?
Sorry?
Were they nice to you, Larissa, in your group?
Ah, not for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good, very good. Bruno Henrique, in your group, what did you discuss in your group? How was the discussion? Can you turn on your microphone, please? Unmute yourself. Your microphone is off. Yeah, now it's
Oh,
better.
so can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Então, in my group we discussed about the things that we think it's hard to do about the learning for everything, uh, like English and other kinds of studies like college, enfim. And this is my second time here. What I think it's hard to me, it's conversation. It's to talk. Então, I'm finding here a place to practice more.
Very good.
You know?
Very good.
Because I learn, I I can only listen and watch movies, TV, music, this kind of
Yeah.
thing. Here, I can talk with other people. So I
Real
think
people.
it's nice.
Yeah, real people. Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you, Bia?
Hello. About the topic.
Yeah. Could
Yeah,
you?
I really. What?
Yeah, please. Sorry.
I really loved this topic. I feel like I'm doing the right thing in some aspects of my life. I'm doing the right thing. The girls were really nice. I love to talk with her, with they, and it made me think about not just the right things I am doing, but the wrong things I'm doing. That I'm just ignoring the main the main ob my the main of how can I say objetivo?
Yeah, the goal, the main
The
goal.
goal. Thank you. The main goal, and I was just passing by it.
Very good. Yeah, very reflexive. Very good. Endel, what do you think? Are you doing the right things? Are you doing the real thing?
Well, I was talking with my uh, room room fellows that I think I'm doing the right thing when I'm attending the TNT meetings, and before the TNT meetings I'm studying some grammar to increase and to improve better the English. But nowadays I'm doing my PhD. So my fake thing is to procrastinate before to start to read the article that I need to do my thesis. So
Yeah, I totally understand.
also hard.
Yeah,
That's it.
Totally understand. And you, Gabi, how is
Hey,
it for you, the real thing?
we discussed how to learn in English and what we do to improve difficulties, and that the right thing to do is to dedicate yourself and practice all the time. And anything we can't give up when we can't speak too.
Very, very good, very good. The last one, does any volunteer want to share the last opinion?
Okay. Can be me, all right?
Yeah, Kyle, please.
Then we discussed about the strategy with to improve vocabulary. For example, Juju helped use with this. And for example, we use assignments to improve vocabulary. For example, all right. For example, New York Times, the Washington Post, and then phrases, same words, and Juju help you, support use, and suggest for use and writing. Then use this frequently to when you speaking with someone here on TNT to improve vocabulary and speaking. So
Very good.
as well, reading text and writing help you to improve this. All right. We discussed about this.
Very good.
Yes. In a nutshell, what we discussed over there is it's pointless if you don't walk your talk. It's the experience. The experience is to be here on a daily basis, expose yourself. That's what we are talking about.
Yeah.
Right?
Very good.
Right.
Yeah, walk the
It's
talk.
okay.
So,
Thank you, guys. Nice to meet you.
Perfect. Right.
yeah, nice to meet you, Nis. I think everybody wants to be in the Juju rooms, right? So everybody
Yeah.
wants to go there, be with
Yeah.
her. Yeah. So just before we finish, I'm going to ask you something. To go on the Instagram post and write down your opinion about the real thing you are doing on your life. So if you don't have an Instagram, no problem. But if you do, please share your thoughts about this topic, this discussion in there in the comments. So I can keep interacting with you there, and we can interact with each other, and we can exchange information. Okay, I'm just testing out a new way of exchanging ideas, exchanging experiences. So just click on the Instagram post or just check E Aprendi on Instagram and just go to the last post and write down your thoughts. And I'm gonna reply you back in there. Okay?
Okay.
We can keep this discussion, we can keep this talk on the Telegram channel. If you're not there yet, here's the link. You can check all the learnings or all the groups we have, the English, Spanish, Italian, I'm getting confused with all the languages. Yoga, meditation, and self-knowledge talk we had today. It was really good. So any suggestion, just give me WhatsApp on Telegram, and you're going to receive an email just to reply with your feedback about this meeting. Okay, I'm just getting some feedbacks from you, and I would love to hear what are you thinking about TNT and how can we improve. Okay.
Okay. Hey man, I am practicing yoga every day now. Oh, it's so very interesting, very interesting.
Very good.
So thanks so much for this, guys. And TNT helped me so much to improve my speaking and learn now yoga. Thank you so
Very good.
much for this.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, people, thank you so much. You are great. I love you all for being here. And we keep in touch on Telegram or Instagram. And tomorrow is Wednesday. We have,
Wednesday.
yeah, we have a TNT,
Yeah.
two TNTs, or maybe
What
three.
time?
Yeah, we have 12 p.m., another one at 5, and another, the French one at 8 p.m. Okay, so two
Okay.
English and one French. English at 12 and 5 p.m., and French at 8 p.m. Okay, I'm still working on the platform to make it easier for you to know the agenda and the schedule. So we are working on that.
Felipe,
Yes.
hi, nice to meet you. I'm
Nice to meet
Inês,
you,
and
Ines.
it's my first time here, and I
Welcome.
enjoyed. Thank you, and I enjoyed a lot.
Very good, very good. Thanks for sharing that. Hope to see you back again tomorrow or any other day.
Tomorrow, can I participate of both groups?
Yeah,
English
you can
group?
you can come every day.
Tonight? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
in yeah, no problem. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much.
So everybody, thank you for coming. David,
Thank
handsome,
you.
thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Francisco, Caio,
Hey, thank
Solo,
you,
Pedro,
Thank
Felipe.
you, everyone.
Thank you,
Juju,
Have a
everyone.
good
See you
night. See you
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
Moida,
people.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Have a good night, guys.
Igor, thanks
Appreciate
for
it.
coming.
Bye, good
Paola,
Good
night.
Thank you.
night.
Mari,
Bye.
Yeah,
Mari Moura,
Bye.
Angela,
See you
everybody.
Bye
tomorrow.
bye.
See you
Bianca,
see
tomorrow.
you
Good
tomorrow.
night.
see you
See you
See you
tomorrow.
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 See you
Paula,
See
thanks for
tomorrow.
you.
coming.
Bye, guys.
Angela,
Turn off the lights. Turn off the
turn off the
lights. Lock the
lights.
door. Yeah.
Lock
Bye
the
Don't
bye,
door.
forget.
guys.
Don't
Good
forget.
night.
Yeah.
It's a
Jefferson,
dangerous word. Yeah.
yeah.
You know.
Mario Filho, thanks for coming, man. Hope to
Bye,
see you back
guys.
again. Jefferson. So closing the doors, turning
Close
off
the
the
door.
lights
Turn off the
in
lights.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, man.